yet? I feel like that's the kid thing from vacations. Are we there yet? I always feel like that with Facebook because it's so slow. So hopefully you've had a good week. There we go. I am up. We had a few cooler days this week, which is nice. Not cool, believe me. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Kim. We've had a few cooler days this week, so it's been a little bit nice. Today was breezy. We were out at Moore Square doing SMPW. Gang's all there? That's great. Hi, gang. We were out doing SMPW at Moore Square today, and it was warm, but it was breezy out, so that's nice. It cuts the heat a little bit. Not so bad. And now, I guess the next couple days are supposed to be a little bit cooler. It was humid there today. Yeah, it's been humid here, but with the breeze blowing, it wasn't so bad. Could be worse, definitely. So last week was just ugly. Very ugly. And this week's not quite as bad. So that was good. Let's see. I think I got everything up. I'm trying to make sure everything's working here before we really get started. I have new pieces in this week, so we have a few new pieces tonight to look at. Got some more stainless steel earrings, little turtles. They're cute. Some tiger's eye. So if you like the tiger's eye look, the brown moonstone that has the little, the lightened spot in the middle, we have some of those. We got a few other things too, so we will go ahead and get started. It looks like everything is working correctly. We never know, but it looks like it. So we'll go with that. And we'll hope that it's all working right. Alright, since I mentioned the turtles, let's get started with these. These are stainless steel, so not going to tarnish as easily. Little tiny sea turtles. These are small earrings. All our stainless steel ones are small. You can see the size. I have two pairs of the little turtles. These are called Tactical Turtle, and they are in stainless steel. They are number 101 tonight. We'll just start off with our turtles. Let's see. Let's see if I can get things up here. Number 102. This one is on black leather cord. Has white rhinestones. This is called Sliding Splendor in black. And this is not wanting to sit flat against the bust because it is much flatter than a normal person. Let me tip that just a little bit. Rosie, you want 101? Gotcha. I like those. They're cute. And they'd make great second hole earrings. So these have some textured oval plates. I don't know if you can see that texturing. Then we've got the white rhinestones. So those are alternating. We've got the black leather cord. Several strands of it. Looks like 4. Oh, she's still wearing a necklace. Told you she plays in my jewelry when I'm not here. So this is the length of this necklace. It is sitting just above the collar, about 1/2 inch. So with the 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to bring it down to here, which is going to put it about half above and half below this collar. So we have a Sliding Splendor in black, and we have 2 of these. Number 102. Did anybody do anything fun today? Since everybody's off, most of the things are closed. Did you get to do anything fun? I never get to do anything fun. Hello, Shannon. I see you there. You didn't come up on the chat, so let me refresh that. Just so you come up over there. There we go. I didn't. We were, like I said, out at SMPW this morning. You live streamed the convention, okay? My mom and dad had their convention starting today, and my daughter and her new husband had their convention starting today. So, got lots of conventions going on. Of course, we don't get any of them. but it'll be interesting because this is my daughter's first convention without any of the family with her. Also my son-in-law's. So they're on their own for the first time this year, and they're married. So it'll be a very different convention for them. Alright, we have Folklore Flare in purple. Now this is shades of purples and greens. So we've got a plummy purple here. We have a light olive green here. We've got a dark teal up here, and then these are a gold colored rhinestone. So we've got the purple and the green. This is on the black metal, so it is a little bit darker. This is the length. So it is mostly above the collar. We've got a little bit hanging below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to hang down to about here. So we're at or below mid-chest. Let's see if we can get this up closer so you can see the colors a little bit better. Folklore Flare. And this is in purple, number 103. It was actually pretty quiet downtown Raleigh today. Not too much going on. They had some stuff planned for tonight, this evening, but not so much during the day. So it's actually pretty quiet down there. Don't have all the usual work people, because most of the places were closed. So pretty quiet. Let's see, just a little crush in black. We have hammered heart-shaped earrings in black. These are a post earring. The post is right in the middle of that, not right in the middle, right at the top. That's what I wanted to say. Right at the top of this little circle. This is the length and size. I know it's hard to see because they're black. Just a little crush in black. We have 2 pairs of these. Number 104. Really think putting them against the black background is kind of a mistake because it does make things hard to see. But nobody asked me. They rarely do. Hello, Kaylina. Welcome back. This is Vivacious Vanity in yellow. So we have a lemony yellow, and those are oval beads. So we have the biggest one in the middle, and then descending size, you want 104, okay? Just send me your email address. I invoice on Mondays every week, so I'll send you an invoice on Monday to your email. This is the length. So it is hanging to mid-chest already. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to hang right down here above the bust. So we have Vivacious Vanity in yellow. We have 2 of these. This is number 105. I think 2 is the magic number today. We have 2 of most of everything. Next, we have a new stack of bracelets. So this is 4 bracelets. One of them is completely silver. I'm looking for the name. Supervisory stack in blue. Oh, those are crossed over each other. Let me fix that. They're hard to keep straight in here. So shades of blue, lots of different stones. We've got some natural stone. We've got some cube beads. We have some iridescent. We've got round. Lots and lots of different blue beads in here. And then one that is completely silver. 1 strand. So these are 4 different bracelets. You do not have to wear them all together. You could wear them all together, you can alternate them with other bracelets and make your own stack, or you can wear them just like they are. These are all stretchy, so they're going to fit a variety of sizes of wrist. This is called Supervisory Stack. In blue, we have 2 of them. It is 106. Number 107. 107 is black. This is called Flirtatiously Florida in black. We have black and silver beads. We have these kind of flat ones. They're not quite round. I don't know what shape to call those. And then we have the silver ones in between. We also have just the little sphere beads, regular round beads. This is on that rounded chain. Love the rounded chain. For one thing, it makes it easier to fasten into, so if you want to change the length of the necklace, it's pretty easy. This is the length, so it is sitting about 1/2 inch above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here, which is going to put it just under her collar, which is about mid-chest. So we have 3 of this one. This one is Flirtatiously Florida in black, and it is going to be number 107. 107. Number 108. Let me pull these out. These are really pretty. I have these myself in the dark blue version. And I think we still have some more of those. But this is the black version. These are called Tranquil Trove in black. So we have a hammered teardrop, and then we have a teardrop shaped rhinestone in there. This one happens to be black. Like I said, we do have some navy blue ones as well. This is the length and size. I have the navy blue ones because I needed it to match something else. So we have 2 of these available. Tranquil Trove, and this is the black rhinestone, number 108. We're going to try to go through these kind of quickly tonight so that we don't take a lot of time, because I know everybody's on their day off, on vacation, on holiday, whatever you want to call it. So we don't want to take up a lot of time this evening. So we're going to kind of move it along. Our next bracelet stack is Flashy Fiction in brown. Also 3 stretchy bracelets. This has those tiger's eye beads in it. We also have some beads that have the white rhinestones on them. We have some light brown beads. We have some pearly beads. We have the long tubular beads in silver. We have some white crackle beads in here as well. So again, you can mix and match these bracelets. Don't have to wear them together. You can add other things to them. So we've got Flashy Fiction in brown. We've got 2 of these, number 109. Number 110. Let's see. Where are we at? 110. Flutter Love in pink. Let me hold this up here. Flutter Love in pink. This is a 2-layer butterfly. So we have kind of a flat butterfly at the back, and then we have ones where the wings are folded out a little bit. Little iridescent rhinestone in the center. I have 2 of these. The earrings are also little butterflies. These are the flat butterflies. This is the length. So it is sitting here at the collar with the 2-inch extension. I'm going to sit down here to mid-chest. So a little bit smaller necklace. I love the iridescent rhinestone in the middle. I like that because it matches everything. So Flutter Love. 2 of these available. This is going to be number 110 tonight. Oh, my nose tickles. I was standing out at Moore Square today and my eyes started to itch. I think the breeze was knocking the pollen down out of the trees. I'm surprised I didn't sneeze, but my eyes definitely were itchy. I kept rubbing them, and you know, you're trying not to rub your eyes too much because it makes them all red and watery. Alright, this one is Hot Havoc in brown. So we have a combination of the blue cracklestone, the turquoise blue cracklestone, and the brown. So you can see that marbled in this one at the bottom. This is hinged, so we've got an area where this moves up here. That's going to allow it to sit flat against your breastbone. This is based in gold, so we've got the gold as well in there. Gold, brown, and blue. It's a good combination. This is the length. So it's going to come to a V above that collar. Our teardrop's going to hang down below the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's actually going to come down to here, which is just above the bust. A little bit above that bust. Let me get this in closer so you can see these stones. Like a butterscotch brown. 2 of these available. and it's going to be number 111. Number 112. Go ahead and do these two. Neutral Nuance in brown. So again, we have the tiger's eye up at the top. That is in that teardrop shape. And then down here in the middle of this silver flower, we have a blue crackle stone. All this hanging inside a forward-facing hoop. So this is going to be the length and size. We have Neutral Nuance in brown, 2 of these available, number 112. Number 113. 2 more of these. Told you 2 was the magic number tonight. Classic Keepsake in copper. These are an antiqued copper. There's a little bit of hammering, that's those dark spots that you see, and then little copper colored rhinestones as well in there to give you a little bit of sparkle. This is the length and size. Almost makes it look like that animal print with those darker spots. So we have Classic Keepsake in copper, and we have 2 of these. This is the antiqued copper, so the darker brown color, number 113. My goal is to be done with this by 7:30, so we'll see what happens there. And I have my hand sanitizer at the ready over here because my nose is tickly. Young Money in silver, also 2 of these. So these are the hematite rhinestone. This is an oval in the center. I know it looks like a rectangle, but that's because of the setting that it's in. And then there's little triangles all around the outside. Those each have a hematite rhinestone in that dark gray inside of them. Our post is up here toward the top, so these are going to hang down a little bit like this. So we have 2 pairs of these. Young Money in silver. These are going to be number 114. Number 115, we have Come of Ageless in blue. Nice light blue, see, almost like my shirt. This one has a little bit of a color variation just because it is a dewy bead. I see a little bit of my, maybe like a yellowy color in there. Can you see that down at the bottom? And then it's surrounded by white rhinestones. It slid right down onto my arm. This is the length. So mostly above the collar, a little bit below, with the 2-inch extension coming down past mid-chest. It's going to sit right about here. So we have Come of Ageless. Oops, turn that around. There we go. With that dewy blue bead. 2 of these available. This is going to be number 115. 115. Number 116. Let me move my windows a little bit. There we go. 116. So we've got some gold, because of course we have gold. These are gold and pearly bead. So we have frilly feature in gold. These are flower petals hanging down off the bottom. You can see they have that pearly finish, and then there's a hoop with pearly beads on it, on that gold wire. This is the length and size. So we have frilly feature in gold, and we have 2 pairs of these. These are number 116 tonight. Number 117. This one also has some blue crackle stone, but it has some other stones in it, and they're really pretty. Look at these polished stones. So we've got the blue crackle stone. We've got one that's like a pink and white. We've got one that's a yellowy orange. We've got one that's mostly white. We've got the tiger's eye in here. So we have round and teardrop shaped beads, or not beads, stones making up this necklace. I do know what I'm talking about, I promise. My mouth just gets ahead of me. So we just have one of this necklace. This is the length. It is sitting above the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here, which is going to put it in the middle of the chest. So we have Enigmatic Ease. This is in blue, as well as all those other colors. Number 117, and only one of these available. Sunday night we'll have the one and dones again. If you're looking for one and dones, come back for those. Make sure you get here soon. These are leather earrings. We are down to our last pair of these. Naturally Nostalgic. I'm going to try to show you that pattern up at the top embossed in it. This is natural leather, so it has those edges. So a little, like a floral and leaf pattern up at the top. This is the length and size. Again, we are down to our last one of these. Naturally Nostalgic in black, in leather, number 118. Who can have too many pairs of black earrings? Because you know that we wear them. Let's see what else I've got sitting on my desk here. Oh, these are pretty. So pretty. 2 pairs of these, called Sprinkle on the Sparkle in silver. So this has a lacy filigree background, and then we have the silvery pearls and the white rhinestones. Gives it a little sparkle. This is the length and size. And these are a pretty light silver pearl. So if you have the light gray pearls, these will go with that. These are Sprinkle on the Sparkle in silver, 2 pairs, number 119. Since we had the hematite earlier, we've got a hematite. This is choker length, but of course we have the extra extension on the choker length, so it will lengthen into a short necklace. So we have the hematite rhinestones on this one, and then we have some circles that have the dot motif all around that inside of the circle. This one's called Rhinestone Rollout in silver, and we also have 2 of these. You could almost guess what I'm going to say, right? Because I've got two of most of everything. This is the choker length, so it's not up on the neck like some of our other chokers. It is sitting at the base of the neck. With the extra extension, it's going to sit down to about here. So you're going to be able to get it almost to the collar with all that extra extension, making it a nice short length necklace. That's good for those open collars, like the button-up collars where you have just the V open at the top. This is Rhinestone Rollout, and it is in silver. 2 of these available. It is 120. All right, 5 more pieces to go, ladies. 5 more. And then we are done for the night. Already. It doesn't take long, does it? All right, these I have 2 of. A Blast of Blossoms in black. So the black beads in teardrop shapes are making up these flowers. Then we have the white rhinestone in the center. These are a post earring, and our post is sitting right up here at the top. So this is going to hang down like this. So we have a Blast of Blossoms in black. 2 of these available, number 121. Number 122. We have Marigold Meadows in pink. So we have a silver metal flower. This has a ring of a dark pink rhinestone in the center. Let's see if you can see that. I know it's hard with the light. I'm ready for the light to change again. little silver flowers are the earrings as well. This is the length, so it's sitting right up here at the collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to come down here to mid-chest. So we have Marigold Meadows in pink, and I have 2 of these. This is number 122. I have 1 pair of these earrings left called Sunshiny Daisy in black. So this is a black flower, looks like a daisy, has a white rhinestone. I'm tilting them so you can see them against the card a little bit better. White rhinestone in the middle, and our post is in the middle as well. This is the size. They are about the size of a dime. So this is Sunshiny Daisy in black, my last pair, number 123. Number 124. We have 2 pairs of these. These are called Laurel Gardens in silver. All right, let me untwist them. They like to wrap around each other, the hoops do. It happens all the time. And I don't know how this one did it. I'm always wondering. There we go. So think the Julius Caesar, the laurel leaves around his head. That's what this looks like in silver. So like a laurel crown for your ears. This is the length. These are a medium-sized hoop. And we have 2 pairs of them. Laurel Gardens in silver, number 124. And our last piece of the night. Last piece of the night is Drop Dead Duchess in gold. So these are a faceted gold bead in teardrop shape. They're in a gold frame, of course on fish hooks. We've got 2 of these left. This is the length and size. So we have Drop Dead Duchess in gold, and this is number 125. So we're finishing up slightly before 7:30. Look at that, we did a good job. 25 pieces in less than half an hour. This is actually like 26 minutes. So we'll be back on Sunday at 7. We'll have the one and dones. So make sure your fingers are flexed and ready so that you can claim the things that you want, because we cannot reorder any of those pieces. Once the one that I have is gone, that is it. So make sure you're here on time, make sure your fingers are ready, and you can pick up some nice stuff that way. Let's see. Monday is invoice day. So we still have one more show to add to this invoice so that you can combine shipping, because I know shipping is going up. It's getting pretty expensive, actually. And it's just going up again in July. I think it's on the 13th. It's supposed to go up again. So just keeps going up. So I try to combine as much as I can so that it doesn't cost you as much to get them there. So we'll do that. If you only have one piece, I usually carry it over to the next week. So if you do not want it carried over, make sure you let me know, and I'll go ahead and send out that single piece. Sometimes people don't want to buy more than one piece, or they're not planning to in the next little while, and they'd like to get their piece. So that is totally fine. Just let me know about that. And let's see. Hopefully you'll have a great weekend. I think we're supposed to be at a decent temperature, so hopefully you are too. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Thanks for spending part of your Friday evening with me. And you guys have a great rest of your Friday night.